Kong vault.
Donkey Kong.
We have this little castle figure for beginners. I'll show on the red vault we have too. But we'll start with this. So here's a basic, very simple Kong. You want to get your hands as far to the far edge as you can, not back here. So far here, you'll get more speed, you'll cover more distance, more ground, of course. Now when you want to get your hips up, tuck your knees close to your chest, and leap through. Now if that's impossible, if that's way too hard, you're just getting used to it, it's okay to do a drill, a Kong drill or a monkey vault, where you bring your feet up and then you hop down. But ideally, you'll just go through, jump through with the vault. Now, depending on the width or the length of the object, you might need some more speed and jump. Obviously, the wider it is, the more difficult it's going to be. Now, some common mistakes would be hands too far back on here instead of up here. Come back here, and that'll result in landing here or falling back, leaning back, which I'll get into in a sec. So make sure, get your hands farther. Also, get those hips up. A lot of people will jump too much like this, too much of their chest up. As you jump through, you want to try to get your body pretty parallel to the ground, like that. Another common kind of mistake would be doing one hand. If you do just one hand, then it's just not a Kong vault. It's a different kind of vault. Typically it would be a speed vault or a safety vault, depending. Could be a spin vault. Could be a lot of different kinds of vaults, really. But if you want to do an actual Kong, then I'm going to plant both hands. Now the next couple mistakes are when we start getting a little bit more technical. So very, very, very common mistake is as you jump through, you lean back like this and then you go forward. You lose almost all of your momentum and a lot of speed doing that. So what I usually encourage is as you go through, you reach, just to get into the habit of being more forward centered instead of falling back and keeping your hands down for too long. Reach forward. Ideally, to help facilitate that, you don't want to just plant your hands here. You want to push hard with your back muscles this way, your lats. So it's kind of like this kind of, almost like a skier motion. Push. So you can see when I do an actual Kong vault, well, I might give the cue to reach forward. That's just to get out of the habit of doing this. We do an actual Kong, you actually go into kind of a weird little Naruto run kind of thing. Another common mistake on the run up, it's very common, very easy to run, stop, and go through. Now, it's kind of a mistake. It's not ideal just because you lose speed. Sometimes for safety, that could actually be a good thing if you're not sure what's on the other side. That kind of gives you a moment to calibrate. Like, oh, do I really want to do it? But if you know what's on the other side and you're going for speed, then ideally from the run, you just kick your foot up like that. So you step into it. So again, slow motion, that, right in, hips up, of course. Hips up, knees tuck, like that. So the final mistake, again, a little bit technical, would be the landing. So a lot of people land feet together like this. There we go. Feet together like this. That's very common. And if you're gonna Kong onto like a precision, like a bar or some kind of precision landing here, that's okay, of course. But if you're just doing it into a run, you wanna land step, step on the balls of your feet. So that's of course going to allow you to continue running, get you way more speed. Now it's actually really easy on this because of the castle shape, that little divot, cavity there. This one's also not too hard. Again, it's pretty narrow, but just to give you an idea what it looked like on here. And that's basically our Kong vault. Pretty fun, pretty simple, pretty quick. It's a fun move. And you can do it at a lot of different places too, which is nice. But yeah, thanks for watching and have fun. Don't get hurt. Be careful. Bye.